Hello, Harry Potter fans. Peter Kenneth here. Welcome back to the Potter Collector channel, where we are a community of collectors. An owl just dropped off something new to the Potter Collector channel, a magical edition LitJoy Crate. Now, I've never opened a LitJoy Crate before. This is the first time I am seeing one in person, and so far I'm very impressed. LitJoy sent this box for me to show you guys, and I can't wait to see what is inside. Now, this is the Deathly Hallows Part 2 box. So LitJoy did a year theme, so they started with Philosopher's Stone and went all the way through Deathly Hallows and did 2 parts. So part 1 has already been released, and this is part 2. Let's take a look at this box for a second, because, I mean, look at this box. So we have on the front cover, Voldemort and Harry in the final duel. On the front it says LitJoy Crate Magical Edition. On this side we have Ariana Dumbledore. In the picture next to her is Aberforth Dumbledore standing next to a goat. On this side, we have the trio escaping Gringotts on the dragon. This side is quite beautiful. This is when Harry is going into the Forbidden Forest, basically to sacrifice himself, to face death, to face Voldemort. And on this side is a memory vial that is showing Snape's memory. And then on the bottom, oh, it's Shell Cottage, and then the Here Lies Dobby tombstone. The box already is very impressive, but I want to see what's inside. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there's something else. It's Neville cutting off Nagini's head with the Sword of Gryffindor. All right, here we go. 1, 2, dun, dun, dun. Let's see, we have the Daily Prophet, and I think this is the cheat sheet, so we're not gonna look too far into this, but look at this. It's a Daily Prophet. So it's a newspaper, and then the cheat sheet is on the front, back, and inside. This would look good just on your coffee table. Is that the new Daily Prophet? An owl just delivered it today. All right, this box is loaded. Here's the first item, and it's in this black box here. Oh, wow. Okay, this is cool. It's a memory vial. It's basically a memory vial that holds Snape's memory in it. It's like made out of crystal. Holy cow. And it's laser printed on the inside of the vial. It says always on the inside. Feels very fragile, very nice. And the packaging itself, it has this satin-like material to not only hold it and protect it, but it gives a really rich look and feel to the packaging. Nice item. Okay, LitJoy. I see you. I mean, the box I was impressed with, but the quality of this stuff is very impressive so far. We have a black pouch, and inside the black pouch, there's a triangle. Deathly Hallows? Yes, Deathly Hallows. So on the front of this, it says, together they make one Master of Death, meaning the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, and the Elder Wand, and it's a little box. Oh, it's magnetized. It's a magnetized box. It's a pin. It's a pin. A pin is presented in this beautiful box. So it's all 3 of the Deathly Hallows. We have the Resurrection Stone, the Elder Wand, and the Invisibility Cloak all kind of intertwined with each other. On the back it says, Dust and Pages for LitJoy Crate exclusive. It's a very cool pin. It looks like a shield, basically. So it's like the Deathly Hallows shield. I'm not gonna want this box to end. What next? How about this? It's in a box that has Gringotts coins on it, a Gringotts vault, Helga Hufflepuff's cup, and on this side of the box it says, the goblins of Gringotts cast many spells to protect the items found in their vaults. This mug, okay, so it's a mug, may multiply if handled and can get quite hot. Dishwasher and microwave safe, very important. This LitJoy exclusive mug was designed by Anastasia. Is it gonna have like a Hufflepuff theme to it? Or is it going to be something amazing? It's Diagon Alley. Hufflepuff's cup. It's in Gringotts. Okay, and we have our trio on top of Gringotts on the dragon. The whole surround of the cup is Diagon Alley, and then right in the center is Gringotts Bank. This box is amazing. I mean, this itself is amazing. The packaging is amazing. Here's a little box here. It says until the very end on top in silver foil lettering. So this is going to be the Resurrection Stone. There's this little card here with the Deathly Hallows, and on the back it says, look closely into the stone and see the names of those that accompanied Harry until the very end. What? All right, this is what I'm looking at. It's this gold triangular diamond shaped pendant. I think this is a necklace. In the center is a stone, and oh, it's a keychain. Nice. If you look closely, holy cow, that's like really small writing. You can see 4 names. And it's a gold keychain. Feels very high quality. We have the Deathly Hallows symbol in the center, and then that stone, which represents the resurrection stone. I'm definitely seeing why LitJoy crates sell out like instantly. We have a box here, and on the back it says, if you have to ask, you will never know. If you know, you need only ask. That's talking about the room of requirement. Whoa, look at this. Holy cow. It's heavy too. It's Ravenclaw's diadem in handheld mirror form. This is a very beautiful piece. On the back is a black felt so it doesn't scratch up your counter or your table and doesn't scratch up the mirror itself. It has a blue stone at the top and then a blue stone down here, and etched into the diadem itself is "Wit beyond measure is man's greatest treasure." I mean, listen to that. Really, really impressive. I think this is probably an art piece, and it's King's Cross. And on the back we see the profile of Harry and Dumbledore. And written on the back it says, Harry, so it's true, isn't it, sir? A part of him lives inside me. Dumbledore says, did. It was just destroyed many moments ago by none other than Lord Voldemort himself. You were the Horcrux he never meant to make, Harry. Harry says, I have to go back, haven't I? Oh, it's up to you. I have a choice. Dumbledore responds, oh yes, we're in King's Cross, you say. I think if you so desired, you'd be able to board a train. Harry replied, and where would it take me? On. It is a piece of art. That is intense. I don't even know what to make of this. This needs to be a book cover for Deathly Hallows. Maybe it is a book cover. Is it supposed to be a book cover? No, it's not a book cover. I mean, it could be made into a book cover. Check this out. It's the final duel, the final battle between Harry and Voldemort. Look at that snake like exploding from Voldemort. Right? Shouldn't this artist do book covers? So cool. And what I love about this is it's not like Daniel Radcliffe, it's not Ralph Fiennes, the actors who played these characters. It's this artist's representation of the characters and this final moment. And I also love that it's the book duel instead of the movie duel. So if you see in the background, you can see all of the people in the Great Hall watching this duel happen. That is a magical piece of art. It has an anime feel to it. I'm not a big anime fan, but I'm a big fan of this. What a box so far. All right, there is a potion. I think this might be a candle. It is a candle. Fiend Fire, Blazing Fire, Peppery Citrus, and Dark Magic, made by Say Anything Studio. It's a multicolored candle, and there is a cork top. Definitely say it's like a citrus smell. Now this is the first item that I'm kind of like, about compared to the other things. This just feels a little bit lackluster to me, and it might be the label itself. There's still so much more in here. All right, we have some socks. Not my daughter, you beep. That's what these are called. Great moment in the books and the movies when we see you don't mess with a mama. So they look like socks that Molly Weasley would wear or would be wearing. Oh, and they have her initials on it. On the foot, there is a W, and then on this one is an M, so Molly Weasley. These are Molly Weasley's socks that she wore in the final battle when she killed Bellatrix Lestrange. These are very stretchy socks. They feel very high quality. And then on the bottom side of the toes, it says LitJoy Crate. Great nod to Molly Weasley, which is necessary. And here is the packaging. All right, that I'm gonna say, oh my goodness. I know what that is. Now that I know what it is, I have to look at it. It's the album that Hagrid gave Harry. It's a faux leather brown album with gold foiling on the front, and it is a photo album. This is a great item. This is fantastic. There's the front, here's the back, and then when you open it up, there's a place to write your name. This album belongs to Peter Kenneth, and then there are multiple sleeves to fit what look like 5x7 photos. The design on the front is an owl. I don't know if you can see, but here's his head and his eyes. Now, I think there is a mention of this in Deathly Hallows. I think that Harry mentions looking at the photo album. I may be mistaken. There are a bunch of little things here at the bottom. Pull it all out. Gotta save that. Gotta save that for last. You'll see why. All right, let's see what this is. It's a little envelope, a little cardboard envelope, maybe a bookmark. It is a bookmark featuring Neville Longbottom. And on the opposite side, his challenger, Nagini! For some reason, this reminds me of the Nintendo game Super Smash Bros. Really nice wood bookmark. This is a wood bookmark, I'm pretty sure. Really nice printing work on it. Neville Longbottom is holding Godric Gryffindor's sword, ready to strike, and Nagini is ready to strike as well. Really high quality items in this box. Really, really high quality. This is Luna's Spectrospecs, and I think it's a sticker. So it's a decal sticker. And on the back, it talks about joining the Lunicorns membership community. So for more information, go to litjoycrate.com/lunicorns. Here is an envelope, and on the front it says Padfoot, and we know that is Sirius Black. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. In Deathly Hallows, it talks about Lily writing a letter to Sirius and including a photo of Harry on the toy broom that Sirius had gifted Harry when he was a year old. Here's that photograph, and it shows Lily and James and then baby Harry on the toy broom. And the whole letter is written out. Snape found the letter and ripped off the bottom where it had Lily's name. And then he also ripped off the portion of Harry and James and just took the portion with Lily in the picture. I'm just gonna read a little bit. Thank you for Harry's birthday present. It was his favorite by far. 1 year old and already zooming along on a toy broomstick. He looked so pleased with himself. I've enclosed a picture so you can see. You know it only rises about 2 feet off the ground, but he nearly killed the cat and he smashed a horrible vase Petunia sent me for Christmas. No complaints there. Of course, James thought it was so funny, says he's going to be a great Quidditch player, but we've had to pack away all of the ornaments and make sure we didn't take our eyes off him when he gets going. And then the part that was ripped off, Bathilda drops in most days. She's a fascinating old thing with the most amazing stories about Dumbledore. I'm not sure he'd be pleased if he knew. I don't know how much to believe, actually, because it seems incredible that Dumbledore could ever have been friends with Gellert Grindelwald. I think her mind's going personally. Lots of love, Lily. It's items like this that you read about in a book and you imagine, you know, kind of what it looked like in your head. To see it come to life is just magical. I'm beyond impressed. All right, there is a little sticker, and it is of Professor McGonagall, and it says, Pier Totem Locomotor. I've always wanted to use that spell. And it's Professor McGonagall casting the spell, bringing the statues to life. What is this? My goodness. All right, I'm gonna save that because that looks cool. I don't know what these things are. Magnets, maybe? I think they are magnets. And they're like kitty characters. What are these used for? I don't know what these are used for, but here is baby style Dumbledore. And then we have Snape and Ariana Dumbledore. And I guess we will find out what these are when we look at the information sheet. There's a lot of stuff in this box. There's a chocolate frog card, and okay, so this is talking about LitJoy is starting a magical subscription crate. So before this, they didn't have a subscription service. It was just you bought a box when they released the box. This is actually a subscription service, and it includes exclusive optional add-ons for each crate curated by Cherry Wallace. And it's $54.99 plus shipping to subscribe. More information, go to litjoycrate.com/magical. I love this chocolate frog advertisements for their magical crate. Looks like a deck of cards, a partial deck of cards. I wonder if this is like a collect them all sort of a thing where you have to purchase multiple packs in order to collect all of the cards. Dobby from Chamber of Secrets, Neville with his Mimbulus Mimbletonia, Tonks and Lupin, Bellatrix Lestrange, and Lord Voldemort. So again, it's like, I don't know anything about LitJoy crates. This is my first one, super impressed, but we will see like what all these additional things are. Like, are these things that you can purchase on their website? We'll find all of that out when we look at the information sheet. So this is the item I put aside to take a look at, and it's Harry with maybe Sirius? Oh, cool. So this is, you go to the photo store to have film developed. These are the photos. It's a bunch of photos because I think this is Harry and Sirius, and that's the Black family tapestry here. So we have Sirius and Harry. Don't know who that is. I think Tonks and Lupin and Teddy? Oh yeah, it's definitely Lupin. He's got some scars over his eyes. Fred and George doing like a selfie, and this is probably Percy, dropping a spider on Percy's head. Then we have, I don't know who those people are. Harry, Ron, Hermione, Luna, Ginny, and probably Neville. So Dumbledore's army members. Oh, look at this one. It's the Potter family. We have James Sirius, Albus Severus, and Lily Luna. And then here's Ginny and older Harry. And this is Albus Severus's first year at Hogwarts. Oh, on the back it says what these are. Sirius and Harry, Teddy Lupin, Fred and George are playing a trick on Ron. And then the one I didn't know was my two best boys, James and Harry. Okay, so I was thrown by James having rectangular glasses, not circle glasses for some reason. So clever. You can put different items together to make one cool item and then add your own photos. All right, so the last item, which I left in here, it is the final page of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And it is blurred out except for all was well. What a great way to end this box and this series. Even though this is our first box here on the channel, I almost feel like we've opened the other ones because of this piece of paper right here. Great way to end that series. All right, let's take a look at the information sheet. There's a lot to read on this, so I probably won't read it all because each item has a massive description. So that artwork piece of the final duel, this is all about that piece. So I'm gonna take some snippets and read those snippets to you guys. The poster is called "It's Just You and Me Now. Neither can live while the other survives, and one of us is about to leave for good." It even talks about the packaging itself. So someone designed this packaging. The poster was designed by @nanfe1789. And then the tube art was designed by Anastasia_LAVRU. And I just noticed this. It says the Dark Lord defeated. So this is the Daily Prophet from the day after the final battle. At the top it says the Daily Prophet. A list of known Death Eaters will be delivered to all wizarding homes. Contact the Ministry of Magic on page 2. Talks about the evening weather, Rita Skeeter's Severus Snape, saint or sinner. This is intense. The boy who lived eradicates Lord Voldemort for the second time in 16 years. All right, let's open this up. So a collection of photo memories. So the Potter family album. As we close this final chapter of the yearly magical edition crates, we've imagined some photo memories to commemorate those years of Harry's life, dating as far back as 1981 and as recent as 2017. The @Jamie twins, using their signature black and white style, have captured some bright moments from Harry's life that can be displayed as prints or tucked into your photo album for you to cherish forever. This is overwhelming, in a good way. It's in a good way overwhelming, but this is really cool. As you're seeing, I'm putting the whole thing on the video itself, so if you want to read the whole thing, pause it and read it, because this is incredible stuff. So we have the Potter family album, and then it says, full report, page 7, in the Sorcerer's Stone, Hagrid gifts Harry a photo album filled with family photos. We'd like to think that Harry continued to fill that album while at Hogwarts, collecting memories of his own with his Hogwarts family. I agree. I think Harry would have kept that album too. It's a faux leather debossed memory album featuring a gold foil filigree owl. Has 25 sleeves and can hold up to 55 by 7 photos or pieces of art. And it was designed by LitJoy Crate. Down here it says theft of Hufflepuff cup. And it's an enamel mug. The only known item to have ever been stolen from Gringotts Bank was the Hufflepuff cup by Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Not only did they manage to pull off the first successful robbery of Gringotts, they escaped on the back of a dragon. Okay, that moment in Deathly Hallows when you were reading it, or even watching the movie, tell me below what your thoughts were. I was just, like, I zoomed through that part because it was so crazy. We commemorate this feat of epic and historic proportions with artist Anastasia Lavru and her gorgeous depiction of Diagon Alley. It's a 12-ounce dishwasher safe enamel mug. And the box was designed by LitJoy Crate. Neville Longbottom wooden bookmark. Look at the description of this. See how it's like swirled around like he's like chopping off the head of Nagini in a swish. The slash of the silver blade could not be heard over the roar of the oncoming crowd or the sound of the clashing giants or the stampeding centaurs, and yet it seemed to draw every eye. With a single stroke, Neville sliced off the great snake's head, which spun high into the air, gleaming in the light flooding from the entrance hall, and Voldemort's mouth was open in a scream of fury that nobody could hear. The snake's body thudded to the ground at his feet. And this was done by artist SASHAC_art, and it beautifully honors this true Gryffindor and his fight with Nagini on this reversible bookmark. Next up is the Fiend Fire Candle. It was not normal fire. Crabbe had used a curse of which Harry had no knowledge. As they turned a corner, the flames chased them. The fire was mutating, forming a gigantic pack of fiery beasts. So the candle is hand-poured and designed by the Candle Witch at Say Anything Studio, and the candle is 3.4 ounces. Next up, a letter from Lily Potter to Padfoot. He read the letter again, but could not take in any more meaning than he had done the first time, and was reduced to staring at the handwriting itself. She had made her G's the same way he did. He searched through the letter for every one of them, and each felt like a friendly little wave glimpsed from behind a veil. The letter was an incredible treasure, proof that Lily Potter had lived, and her warm hand had once moved across the parchment, tracing ink into these letters, these words about him, Harry, her son. It was done by artist Maria Power, an Irish illustrator. This information sheet, which we're not done yet with, talks about the artist and the background on the artist, as well as a detailed description about the item, as well as how it ties into the book. All right, the Rowena Ravenclaw's Diadem Mirror. Wit beyond measure is man's greatest treasure. We couldn't fit Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem in this crate, but we worked hard to design a beautiful item that would at least allow you to look like you're wearing it, and it was designed in-house by LitJoy Crate. Deathly Hallows wooden box with enamel pin. It would be impossible to commemorate Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows without including a representation of the Hallows themselves. The Deathly Hallows symbol is possibly only second to the lightning bolt in terms of most iconic Harry Potter imagery. It's a very cool item and very cool packaging for a pin. Professor McGonagall spell sticker. Pierre totum locomotor, cried Professor McGonagall, and all along the corridor, the statues and suits of armor jumped down from their plinth, and from the echoing crashes from the floors above and below, Harry knew that their fellows throughout the castle had done the same. Hogwarts is threatened! Man the boundaries! Protect us! Do your duty to our school! And the sticker was illustrated by Scott Clausen. Oh, cool, and Scott was a Nickelodeon artist and is an aspiring comic book artist. All right, collector's trading cards. As we conclude our Harry Potter trading card collection, we bid farewell to these characters, some with relief and others with heavy hearts. Voldemort and Bellatrix, their reign of terror broken. Dobby, one of the most pure and loyal friends to stand at Harry's side. Tonks and Lupin, who fought for a better world for their son. And let's not forget the timid side of Neville, which he shed as he grew into a leader and fierce fighter during the Battle of Hogwarts. So what it sounds like, these collector cards came in different boxes. All right, Molly Weasley's socks. There has never been a question that Molly Weasley is a force to be reckoned with. Her fierce love extends to all those in her life, and it isn't surprising that messing with her children would be the last mistake Bellatrix ever made. They are crew-length knit patterned socks and are in tribute to the famous Weasley sweaters and the mama bear that is Molly Weasley. They were designed by LitJoy Crate. Always Crystal Memory Vial. Snape's memories were packed with many devastating realizations. Through his final gift to Harry, the many layers of Snape were unfurled, and his narrative changed. With this solid crystal vial, wow, solid crystal, so it is a crystal piece, we commemorate Snape's life by distilling it down to his famous response, always. And that was designed by LitJoy Crate. Resurrection Stone Keychain. You'll stay with me until the very end, said James. They won't be able to see you, asked Harry. We are part of you, said Sirius, invisible to anyone else. Thrice Harry turned the Resurrection Stone in hand to be joined by apparitions of those who loved him most. His parents, Sirius Black, and Remus Lupin. The bearer of this Resurrection Stone keychain need only look closely into the stone to see the names of those that accompanied Harry until the very end. Carry them with you always, and that was designed by LitJoy Crate. Mini portrait magnet bookmarks. Oh, they're bookmarks. So each side is magnetic and you put it on your page and it holds your spot. This set of adorable bookmarks features exclusive portraits of some of the most important characters from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows: Snape, Dumbledore, and Ariana. All was well, the final page, and that was also designed by LitJoy Crate. Wow, I am overwhelmed by these items, by this box. I am sad that I am just now opening LitJoy Crates, but I look forward to seeing what comes in the future. All right, let's talk about some favorites. There are quite a few. Although I wouldn't use it personally, I think this is an awesome product. Well executed, beautifully designed. Another favorite is the letter to Padfoot and the picture of Harry on his birthday present from Sirius. Clever item, again, something that you read about in the book and imagine it in your head, and now here it is in real life. Such a cool, magical feeling that an item like this gives. The mug is just fantastic. Perfectly designed, in my opinion. I love the cup in the middle, especially love that it's dishwasher safe, and it's just a beautiful artist representation of Diagon Alley. And it feels like a high quality mug too. The artwork, I mean, I'm freaking out over the artwork. Really think that these should be book covers. Beautiful artwork. Really, really beautiful. This is hard because I liked most of the items, and like the photo album, I think this is awesome with these photos that you can put inside. Least favorite item would probably be the candle, just because it's a little bit lackluster compared to the other items. The bookmarks is probably another least favorite. This just isn't my style, so it's a least favorite. This box was really full of items that I'm very impressed with. This is a favorite too. This information sheet is a favorite. All right, I've been talking for a long time. This is a very long video, but I want to hear your thoughts. What were your favorites? What were your least favorites? What did you think about this box? How did this box compare to past LitJoy Crate boxes, if you have opened them in the past? Super impressed with the quality, and I would definitely recommend that you subscribe to their new subscription service. Check the description down below for a link to their website if you would like to sign up with them. And if you have any questions about Harry Potter or collecting, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also join the Potter Collector community on Instagram at The Potter Collector, or on Twitter at Potter Collector. Now it's time to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep collecting. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. You can subscribe right up here. You can also look at some previously posted content down here. If you have any questions about Harry Potter books or collecting, please feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to help. But for now, I must go. See you next time.
Whoa, where'd he go?